Welcome to episode 3 of Better Business TV. I am your host, Sasha. Today is January 7th and it's another brutally cold day in Chicago. I'm sitting here sipping on a cup of tea from my favorite mug. I got it while sailing Greek islands this past September with my friends who are mostly entrepreneurs and small business owners. It was a great time and I remember it fondly. It must have been about 100 degrees warmer than it is today. Anyway, yesterday we talked about how to make small business fun. And to make it fun, you gotta know rules of the game. And the rules of the game are very simple. Business is nothing but a set of 5 systems. System number 1 is marketing, that's responsible for attracting clients. Number 2 is sales, that's responsible for converting prospects into paying customers. Number 3 is your core service or product, what it is that people actually buy from you. Number 4 are your people that actually do all the things to make the business run, and management, which is planning, making sure that plans get executed, and making course corrections. Today, I want to make a focus on my favorite piece of the puzzle, which is marketing, client attraction. Marketing is responsible for attracting new and existing clients to your business. What makes marketing so fascinating is that I think that marketing is the heart of the business. And the reason why I feel that it's, marketing is responsible for attracting all the clients to your business, and clients spend money, which is the blood for the business. Without heart and the blood, the business nor organism can survive. So marketing pumps that blood that makes your business work. So let's talk about the fundamentals of the marketing. Let's talk about how marketing actually works. What makes it work? Marketing is based on 3 M's. The market, the message, and the media. So the market is comprised of the people that buy your products or services. Let's talk about how to get better people to buy to get attracted to your business. The best way, and you really got to focus on the people that really want what it is that you have to sell, is ask yourself, who is that one person that I wish to have 100 of, or 1,000 or 10,000 as my clients, and if I had 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 of them, my business would be just great. So let's call that person a John. And let's think about what John is, who that person is, how old John is, how much money he makes, where he lives, whether he's a family man or single, etc., etc. All of the things that we call demographics, all of the characteristics of that John. Okay. The second thing that you got to figure out, if you are to focus on the right market when you're going to market to them, excuse me, is the psychographics. In psychographics, it's a little more complex than demographics. Demographics you can figure out by observation, by simply just looking at who your clients are, who that guy John is. Psychographics is really psychology behind buying behavior. It's not crazy complicated, but it's something that takes some figuring out, and this is a big part of what we do. Figuring out this buying psychology. Why do people buy your service? Why do they buy it from you? Why did they choose to leave the previous vendor? Because most clients are not what we call virgin clients, right? They've already done business with someone like you, decided to abandon them and go do business with you. We ask them a lot of whys, and this is what you should do. And the easiest way to do it is just pick up the phone and call a bunch of your clients and ask them all the whys. Why do you buy my service? Why do you buy it from me? Why did you choose to leave the previous vendor? What happens if I close my business for good tomorrow? How will you find another provider just like me? What are the most important things you would consider when selecting another provider? And I will explain to you in more depth why you need to ask all of these whys and whats. So once you figure out the psychology of buying behavior of your clients, you can move on to the next thing, the next M. And the second M, and all M's are equally important. Excuse me. So the second M is the message. And you really want to craft 2 messages. The first message is unique selling proposition. The best way to create your unique selling proposition is to answer the following question coined by marketing genius Dan Kennedy. And that is, why should I, a prospect, choose to buy whatever it is that you have to sell from you instead of all other available options, including the option of doing nothing? Once again, why should I, a prospect, choose to buy what you have to sell instead of all other available options, including the option of doing nothing? If you can figure out a coherent answer, 1 or 2 sentences to that question, you have a great unique selling proposition. How do you test whether you have a good unique selling proposition? It's really simple. A unique selling proposition evokes one of 2 reactions. The most common one is, who cares? And the one that you really want is tell me more. So our unique selling proposition, one of them is we help small business owners make more money. Most small business owners, when we tell them this, they ask, how do you do that? So our unique selling proposition works. When you craft your unique selling proposition, ask your existing clients, ask your friends, ask family, ask people who would want to buy your service and just say, like, what do you think? Like, how do you react to that? Do you want to know more, or do you want to say, who cares? So this is the ultimate test for unique selling proposition. The second message that you gotta craft, and this one is also somewhat complicated, is your irresistible offer. Why do you need an irresistible offer, and what is it? The irresistible offer is something that makes a person that is interested in what you have to sell raise their hand and say, I am interested, this might be for me. This is something that starts the conversation. What's an offer? Offer is an essential piece of anything, and it drives business. If there is no offer in place, then there is nothing to sell, then there is nothing to buy. If you look at most ads, there is no offer. Most ads just tell you what it is that the company does, what the business provides, the service. But there is no offer, there is nothing for a person to grab onto. An irresistible offer is a no-brainer offer that a client or prospect would say, yeah, this is possibly for me and I want to know more. So it makes them raise their hand and make an inquiry via phone, via email, via whatever way of communicating. Which leads me to the third M, and that's your media. Media is quite simple, although most people get it wrong. And if you get it wrong and you selected the right market, you crafted right messages, but you got wrong media, you're dead. Your marketing dollars are being wasted because no one gets your message. No one hears it, no one sees it, no one reads it, which is a big problem. So think about it this way. If you get wrong market, but you got the right message and the right media, you're wasting your dollars because you're talking to wrong people. If you got the right market, the wrong message, but the right media, you're still wasting your dollars because now you're talking to the right people, but you're sending the wrong message, although you're using the right channels. And if you got the right market and the right message, but you're using wrong media, no one sees it. So how do you select media? Media is nothing but just ways of communication. And there are really 5 ways to communicate. That's it. Face-to-face. There is internet with all of its intricacies and possibilities of communicating. There is broadcast, radio and TV. There is print, which is magazines, newspapers, newsletters, very important tool, which I don't have time to talk about today, but I'll talk about next time. And direct mail. And direct mail is awesome. If you do not use it, I highly recommend it. And if you think that direct mail doesn't work, there is a company out there, small company called Google, that uses direct mail to send me an offer, an irresistible offer. Every 60 days I get an envelope from them with an offer to buy $150 worth of advertisement on google.com for only $75. So there is a little coupon there. So they know how to use it. They have the irresistible offer, etc., etc., etc. So I highly recommend that when you're deciding what media you're going to use, first look at the 5 top tier medias. Once again, face-to-face, broadcast, print, internet, and direct mail, because these are your channels of delivering your message to your target markets. Next thing, you're going to decide the tools that you're going to use, the vehicles to deliver those messages. And those vehicles could be a letter, a postcard, a website, an ad, a spot on the radio or TV, whatever it is, okay? But there are a number of vehicles that you can use to deliver the message, and then just choose the vehicle, not the vehicles, but the channels you're going to use to deliver them through. That's it. So get the right message, get the right market, get the right media, and now you're talking to the right people, bringing them the right message, and getting them to raise their hand so you can start the conversation. The conversation is really the sales process. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk about it today. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow or in the next couple of days. So media, market, message. Get all of those 3 right, and you have people coming, flocking to your business, making inquiries. And your next goal is to capture their contact information. And I'm going to talk more about this stuff in the next few episodes. So if you like this episode, please share it on your wall on Facebook, whatever other media you want to use to share it. I would greatly appreciate it. I am your host, Sasha, and I will see you here tomorrow. Cheers, stay warm.